Hello, and welcome to Slow Life Trading. My name is Robert, and I just want to show you guys. Well, first I'm going to take you on a little journey with me. I was a mechanic for over 25 years, and then I ventured into being a diesel mechanic, and from there, I ended up buying my own 18-wheeler, and then I bought three. So I had a total of three 18-wheelers that I drove over across the road. And I eventually quit my job and started managing these three trucks. Okay, I had three different drivers, all had different attitudes and different personalities. And it was challenging some days. You know, some days a driver would call you and tell you that his clutch went out. Other days another driver would call you and tell you his air conditioner stopped working. Or I also had three refrigerated trailers. Sometimes they would tell me that the cooler is not cooling, and you have some frozen meat on there that you need to stay frozen. So, you know, I would scramble and try to find places where he can go get these things services, and that was my job, to find them loads and to keep them running. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, it was challenging, very challenging. Well, I started trying to learn how to trade way back in 90, it's fuzzy to me right now. It's somewhere between about 94 to about 95, somewhere in there, okay? And I remember that is because Windows 95 was just barely coming out, and I didn't know much about computers. Still don't, by the way. So since then, I've been trying to learn how to trade, and I have done all kinds of trading. I have done directional trading, tried to do some calendar spreads, and I know you may not be familiar with this, but what I want to do today is just show you and teach you why I like these Richman credit spreads and why I like credit spreads in general. And I want to show you the difference between doing a credit spread versus doing a debit trade. As you know, when you buy a call, you're betting that the stock will go up, okay? And then when you buy a put, you are betting that the stock will go down, okay? Now, when you buy something, you know that there's always a person on the other side who's selling it to you, okay? But what I want to show you is the difference between a buyer and a seller, okay? And here we go. Let's just say that the stock is moving like this. Like that, right? Okay. When it gets right here, if a person wants to make buy a call because he thinks it's gonna go up, this is where he would buy it. Buy. And then he hopes that it will go up after that, okay? Because if it don't, he will lose money. Now, let me tell you about why I like the credit spread, the person on the other side of that, the one that's selling. Here's why I like him. Let's say this stock is going up, okay? Now, when I do a credit spread, I don't buy it right here and hope that it goes up more. What I do is I buy it down here. And what I'm hoping is it don't come down. And if it does come down, it don't come all the way down to where I am. As long as it doesn't do that, by the end of the day, which is the way we trade, we're day traders, as long as it don't come all the way back down to here, with a credit spread, you win, okay? If you're doing this with a call where you're just buying it to go up, they call that a debit. It has to go up. If it stays the same, right in there, or if it comes back down, you lose money, okay? With a credit spread, if this thing go up, you make money. If it pulls back down a little bit, you make money. But even if it come all the way back down, as long as it don't come back to where your strike price, where you bought it at, you're gonna win. And this is the reason why I like credit spreads, people, because you don't have to be right to win. I want you to get that. You really do not have to be right to win. Okay? Okay, now, what I want to show you now is the way a put works. Okay? With a put, when you buying a put, and this stock is going along like this, for instance, and it starts going down, and you buy this put right here, buy. What you hope now is that this thing will continually come down. And if it does, your put will make money, okay? As long as this thing keep going down, you're gonna make plenty of money on that put. But if this thing does this, you're gonna lose money, okay? And if it does this, you're really gonna lose money, okay? Now the good thing about this, you're only gonna lose what you paid for this put. That's a great thing, okay? But you have to be right. And most people that play puts, they're happy to be right, 60% of the time. If you money manage it right, you can make good money. But now let me show you why I like having credit spreads. Okay, now, let's say this stock is going down. And it's right here, okay? You buy a credit spread put, and we'll buy it way up here. This price, okay? If this thing keeps going down, we're gonna make money, okay? But if this thing, for some reason, decides to turn around and come back up, as long as it doesn't come up to this line right here, where we are, by the end of the day, we still make money. Now you say, well, why wouldn't most people do this, Robert? Here's why. It's because when you buy that put and it goes down, you make way more money, okay? But when you do this credit spread, you make less money because you take your money in first. So no matter what it does, it won't increase in value. Our position won't, okay? With this put, once you buy it, your debit, if it goes down, it increases in value, okay? But if it goes the opposite way, which is up, it loses value, okay? With this credit put, as long as this thing doesn't come above this strike price by the end of the day, you win, you make money. So you don't have to be right. I can't elaborate that enough. The biggest thing that I like about credit spreads is you don't have to be right to win. And when you add the fact that we're doing a Richman credit spread, it makes it even better. And now I'm going to explain to you the difference between a regular credit spread and a Richman credit spread, okay? Okay. What we trade is the SPX. Right now, the SPX trades somewhere between about, 41 to about 43,000, 42,000, something like that. 4,200, sorry. But let's just say, to make this easy, trade at 4,000, okay? $4,000. When we're doing a Richman credit spread, when the VIX is above 25, and really when it's like significantly above 25, like 28 or 30 or something like that, okay? What we want to do is put on a Richman credit spread. But before I show you the Richman credit spread, let me show you a regular credit spread, and then you'll see the difference. With a regular credit spread, if this thing is traded for 4,000, we would probably go out to the 4100s and up to the 4200s. Okay? So it gives us 100 points between the two. I'm sorry. It gives us, okay, I'm sorry, not 4100. We're going to make this 3900. And make this one 4100. So it gives us 200 points between the two, okay? Which is good. That's real good. That's a regular credit spread, and you stand a real good chance of winning. On this one, you probably have about an 85% chance of winning. 85%. That's real good. But you also have a 15% chance of losing. That's a regular credit spread, okay? That's a great credit spread. I used to trade that for years and loved it. Okay, but now, as I learned to trade, and as I got more and more experience and more knowledge and started really getting into these things, I came up with this Richman credit spread. What a Richman credit spread would do in this same situation, if the SPS is at 4,000 and the VIX is over 30, for instance, what we would have is the 4200s and the 3800s. And the SPX is at 4,000. Okay, now you can see that that is a 400 point wide. Okay, so now this thing has to move either 200 up or 200 down. Now the difference is that we have something like a 95 to a 97% chance of winning. Okay. And we have like a 5 to a 3% chance of losing. Win, lose. Okay? The reason that is because we're 100 points on each side wider than the regular credit spread. This one is 400 points. This one is 200 points. Now, I may be exaggerating them numbers a little bit. It may only be like 100 points different than, instead of it being 400, it may be 300, and this one may be 200, or, you know, somewhere in there. But what I'm trying to show you is, and I'm doing it by exaggerating a little bit, is I want to show you the difference and the reason why we're willing to take making 1 to 4% a day. On this one here, you probably make about 10%, but your chances of losing it is higher. Okay, on this, our chance of winning it is higher. And we like that. To go from 15% chance of losing to a 3 is, oh man, it's extremely better. Okay. So what I'm trying to do here, you guys, is just show you the difference between not only a Richman credit spread and a regular credit spread. I'm just trying to show you the way that we trade and trying to break it down to where, even if you don't know anything about options or anything about the stock market, how I can teach you how to make consistent income month in and month out. What is consistent? We're talking about trying to make 10% a month every month, okay? Some months we may not do it. Some months we only make, you know, maybe make 1%, or maybe we might lose 2 or 3%, okay? But the next month we may make 20%. But I'm trying to show you how to consistently make an income where you can live on it month in and month out, every month. And we have different things that we do to adjust these strategies, where some months you're gonna make a whole lot more, okay? And then some months you're gonna make a little bit less. Some months you're only gonna make that 1%, whereas some months you're gonna make 4 to 6%, okay? I mean, not some months, but some days in that month. But anyway, I'm trying to pound this and make it as simple as I can for you to understand why this is so awesome and why I get so excited about it. And I hope that this was helpful to you. If it was, that would be great. But if you want to know more about all of this, just go to slowlifetrading.com, and we have some information there that can help you out. Until then, I'll see you on the other side. Peace out.